We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at these. And what these are, for our first ever Fundamentals of Heat exclusive video, guys, we are looking at, this is our first snack food, our first non-sauce video. So this is content only for this video series. We take a look at these Taco Bell chips. So we have here fire. Challenge accepted. Now, there's a guy on YouTube that's one of his things, this whole challenge accepted guy, and I can't remember his name. It's Nuff or something like that. Cool videos. Definitely check his out, guys, if you are interested in that kind of content. He usually does a lot of the super spicy and sometimes speed challenges, and they're frequently kind of crazy. But that's what this reminded me of. Challenge accepted. So fire. These are all apparently based on the sauces. And guys, stay tuned to the channel for some upcoming things, guys, involving those sauces that will be in the future. So this is... Alright, let's look at the tag here. And if you're not afraid to be bold, then I'm the one for you. I'm crispy, crunchy, and full of fire. That doesn't rhyme. Full of fiery flavor that will rock your world. Simply put, I'm fire. Dare to dance with me? Oh, we dare. Next up, and what I am assuming is ascending hotness. Diablo! You thought you were hot. Who told? And so we have Start with Crunch by Hint of Lime, a kick of hot peppers, hot pepper, and a heat that deserves its own warning label. Think you can handle my flavorful inferno? I'm going to assume yes. I forgot to show you the ingredient panel on fiery, so let's do that first. Guys, feel free to pause the screen. Oh boy, hang on. Guys, feel free to pause the screen if you are interested in the fiery. I don't see any peppers listed on this anywhere. Other than in the nebulous spices. Okay, for Diablo, guys. For Diablo, guys, pause the screen here, and these bags are giving me fits trying to get them on the screen. Again, however, I am not seeing any pepper flavoring. And of course, we have Reaper Ranch. So Reaper Ranch is their newest sort of hot thing. I suppose it's replacing the volcano sauce, which I thought was actually a better flavor than the Reaper sauce itself. Partially because this got overly ranchy for me. I had them add more to try to get a better handle on the flavor and to get a little bit more heat out of it, and it just overwhelmed the ranch basically, and it's not a good tasting ranch. So, made with Carolina Reaper peppers, and of course, we all know out there that the Carolina Reapers are the current Guinness record holder for hottest pepper, and let's take a look. This chip may look tame, but we took the epic hotness of the Carolina Reaper pepper and paired it with blah, 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 blah. Okay. And here are the other two. So, guys, we are doing a head-to-head challenge. You know what? Let me not get to that. Let me show you the ingredient panel here. Okay, guys. Pause the screen. Oh, look at this. Reaper Pepper Blend, Moruga Scorpion, Carolina pepper. Now, to me, that's interesting because the Morugas, the scorpion peppers, were, I believe, the previous hottest pepper prior to the Reaper. So I'm going to go in what I think is the ascending heat. So first, we're going to start with the fire chips. Get some on the plate, guys, so you can, whoa, you can see them nice and close. They're very red. They smell like a Taco Bell hot sauce. So put those over there. Diablo, take a look at Diablo. Oh, I'm a big strong guy. Maybe I can open these. Okay, here we go. And the Diablo is very blackened sort of chip with these orange flecks in it. These smell almost like regular chips. Really not a lot of smell to these. So possibly Diablo is hotter than fire? I don't know. And of course the Reaper Ranch. That's pretty easy. And then Reaper Ranch visually looks like a regular chip. It smells vaguely like the Cool Ranch chips from Doritos. Now, I'm not a big snack person, guys. I'm not a big chip guy. I don't usually, honestly, even eat chips. So most of the time with snack food, especially the spicy ones, it doesn't fit into my motif, right, which is that I want the flavor. I don't care necessarily how hot something is. What I want is something that tastes good. If it doesn't taste good, guys, it is valueless to me. And so the Flamin' Hots, which you have seen forever on the Cheetos, to me are pointless. Because the taste of those is honestly noxious. I don't like that flavoring system at all. A lot of the times you'll see Lay's potato chips have all these funky flavors. And I try them all. I'm like you guys. I try every one of those. And most of them to me are kind of garbagey. Particularly the hot ones. I have seen that they're trying to push out the habanero again. That is something I probably will be getting to try for this. But here we have a really natural thing. So we have a head to head to head. And so I'm going to be doing two different things in this video. The first of which is to see which is the hottest. The second of which is to see which is the best in terms of flavor. So let's just jump into it. So guys, I'm going to go in ascending order of what I think is hottest. And based on smell, so if I based on smell, I would be picking the Reaper. But I don't think that is likely to be the mildest. So there is a mild, by the way, guys, I should say this, there is a mild flavoring out there as well. The mild sauce is actually my favorite Taco Bell sauce, again, because of the flavor. However, most of the chain hot sauces are something I'll use if they're there. They're not anything that I store on hand and use regularly or anything like that. So, but the mild, there's no point. Fundamentals of heat is about spicy food. And if I'm bringing something in that is mild, it sort of defeats the purpose of this. This isn't a food review video series per se, guys, although food obviously plays a significant role in it. If you guys do want me to start reviewing foods, leave me a message and I'll consider it. Okay, so I think instead, looking at the description, I think I am going to go with Diablo first. So let's try one of these. Maybe a couple for good measure. I'm getting no lime. I'm getting a mild little bit of heat. It's a bit of a bitter heat, which actually honestly is a problem with most of the fast food hot sauces, when they try to drive up the heat, it winds up being bitter. And sometimes you can just taste the essence of the heat or the heat itself, which sounds weird, but when you taste something that's just hot and there's not a lot of flavor behind it, you know what I'm saying. Stuff like that is just a bit problematic, in my view, to try to eat, because if you can't enjoy the flavor, what's the point, right? You could just try to drink extract if that's all you want to do is fry. Alright, let's try the fire next. This is a challenge accepted, and let me show you this. So you can see there's little pockets of flavoring. I'm going to try one without those deep pockets of the powder first. Now, there's the one I showed you. Yeah, getting red dust all over my hands. That honestly is a step down in heat. I'm trying to get a fix on the flavor. So if you got a bunch of corn chips, covered them in a Taco Bell sauce, and then put them in the oven to basically dehydrate the sauce onto the chips, that's about what that flavor would be. So far I would say these are about even. This one, the fire has better flavor. This one has slightly more heat, but neither one of them is particularly good. And now we're on to the Reaper Ranch. And let's give that a go. Flavor is much better there. These taste like ranch chips. The heat is, again, not great. It's very, very slight. But these are actually better than the sauce. I'm going to have a few more of these, try to get a feel for the flavor. It's got a good tangy zip, like a nice buttermilk ranch. It's getting a slightly modest build of heat, I would say, to it. Nothing too outrageous, though. Very modest. So this is actually a pretty easy head-to-head battle. Most flavorful is this one. And because of the presence of the Reapers and that Moruga Scorpion blend, this is actually probably the hottest too, but not by a significant amount. No chili head is going to be particularly challenged by any of these chips. They definitely are made for somebody who walks into 7-Eleven and wants to get a little thrill on the wild side, right? Yeah. Challenge accepted. I can eat red chips. Diablo, you thought you were hot. They scorch black chips. The Reaper Ranch, with its 5 chili count on the panel. Diablo doesn't have chilies. Fire doesn't have chilies. They don't even have a chili rating on those. So, I don't know if there's a challenge for these or not, but I think almost anybody that like spicy food at all would be able to tolerate it pretty easily. Here's a big question. And this is how I decide a lot of things. Would I buy it again just to eat? Fire? Maybe. The flavor is honestly not bad. It does have, I'm getting some of the tomato and some of the other things that make up the sauce now. Flavor, this is a good second. Pretty much a good second place. Let's hit the Diablo again. Black chips. Oh, hey, there's lime. Would I buy you again, black chips? With your little bits of orange dust? No. And that brings us all the way back around to Reaper Ranch. Will I buy you again, Reaper Ranch? Yeah, I would. These are pretty good. I believe they're a limited edition. So head over to 7-Eleven, I guess, guys, if you're interested in these. There is, like I said, a little bit of build-up to these. It's not a crazy high build-up, though. I would put this maybe a 2. If you ate the whole bag, maybe edging to a 3, maybe. For me, anyway. But I think that might be kind of pushing it. But there it is, guys. Our first ever head-to-head-to-head. And I ate all the Reaper Ranch already. This one wins, both in terms of flavor and heat. Second place is the fire. Challenge accepted. Challenge defeated, I guess. I have no idea what the challenge is. Is it eating them? Is it eating the bag? I don't know. And dragging the rear is Diablo. Both because of bitterness and because I don't like lime used in this manner on chips. Had two things working against it. This is an easy pick for last place. And we probably will be having more of these guys coming up. Stay tuned to the channel, guys. This content, the non-sauce content, is entirely random. When I film it, I'm putting it up. But there's not any kind of set schedule. The sauces usually come every Sunday. This is whenever I get to it, whenever I film it. And of course, one more time, your winner. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.